What's up, YouTube? It's Rich, back with another video for you guys today. As far as you can tell, my voice probably sounds a little different. I've been dealing with strep throat over the last few days, and I've been really sick. So unfortunately, I've been able to not put as much work into my content as I wanted to coming up for the patch, because I know that's coming out tomorrow morning. So that's exciting. So make sure you drop a like for that. If you're excited, and drop a sub for some upcoming content. I have some upcoming settings for 14.0 for the best frames and performance for that. And I'll have an upcoming early wipe guide as well to make sure you get a head start and get the best leveling done. So making sure you take the most advantage of your time. So just if you guys are looking for that content and stuff like that, make sure you drop a sub. I have a lot of good videos coming up. I'm a bit unfortunate that I've had to kind of scurry and put this all together last second. So sorry about the, if it seems a little bit rushed, but like I said, I was sick, and hopefully this helps you out, and this is informative enough for you guys. So if you guys do enjoy it, guys, make sure you drop that like. I do appreciate it. Thank you again for taking time out of your day to watch the video. Let's dive into it and talk about some of the best guns and equipment you can get for patch 14.0. Some of the best things you can expect with this wipe, and the best guns you can use early on to get that upper hand on the enemy opponents. All right, guys, so the first gun I want to be getting into is going to be the Mosin infantry rifle. So in terms of, putting out bullets at a high velocity, this is probably not going to be your best option. But if you want a low budget option, something around the 30,000 ruble mark, I believe is what this costs normally, this is a really good option, and it's really effective because it shoots a really big round early on against lower tier armor, which is what you'll see a lot of in the upcoming days during the early wipe days. Especially if you want to level up that sniper skill, because a lot of people, if you know, once you get later into wipe, you'll have to have your sniper skill set to level 3 and level 5, and reshooting and reloading this bad boy will get you, doing that a lot early on will get you the higher sniper skill really ahead of time. So by the time that quest comes along, you're already done in there. So Mosin infantry, that's one of your best ones to go with. Definitely one of my top choices to recommend. So in terms of the SMG area, these next four are really solid. I would say number one ranking the AK-74U. It's just 5.45x39. A lot of people use this early on last wipe, and it's became kind of a meta gun because of some of the builds you can get going for it early on. I would recommend the AK-74U if you want to get a good AR/SMG that can take on enemies from short to medium range. It struggles long range just because of the sights, but you can throw a red dot on it, and it might help you out. But I definitely think that it's a really solid option on all the fours that I'm going to show you here. Next one would be the MP5 on my list. The thing about the MP5 is it's really much more of a close range meta gun. No medium range on this. I mean, you can maybe get lucky and get a little distance and get a tag or two, but it won't be as effective as the AK-74U is. So MP5 for up close is going to be more efficient than the AK-74U. Then you have the Saiga 9. The Saiga 9 is really effective as well. Think of it more of as an AK-74U, but as a single shot shooting 9x19. So how to explain that? It's shooting the same caliber the MP5 is, so it's not a hard hitting round in 9x19 ammo, but it does shoot semi-auto, and it lets you control your bullets to put them down range a little more effective, like the AK-74U. I actually like the Saiga 9 a little bit more than the MP5 because I find it more multi-versatile. So definitely try this one out if you're struggling with the MP5 and you want something in between the AK-74U. So Saiga 9 to 9x19, it's semi-auto, and it lets you be really effective and where you're precise with your shots. Granted, just remember, if you're using semi-auto against somebody who's using full auto, you're kind of a disadvantage, but one of the two options might be more beneficial to you. But these are just for you to try out and giving you my recommendations for you guys to have some good guns early on in a wipe. Next one would be the MP9. You can get this from Peacekeeper. It also shoots a 9x19 bullet, but it also shoots full auto. Once again, it's a really good close-up gun because it can spray a lot of bullets. The thing about this gun early wipe, though, is your low magazine count. I believe the most you can get early wipe is going to be up to 20 round mags, which you'll just burn through immediately. That's why I really wouldn't recommend this. You get this from Peacekeeper, but the 20 round mags will fly through this gun very, very quick, like the MP5 will. So I would recommend staying away from it. Maybe you want to give it a shot if you have it, just to try it and see how it goes for you. But in my opinion, the SMGs, you'll want to run the AK-74U, followed by the Saiga 9, followed the MP5, and then the MP9. But to each play style, if, for example, if you're going to factory or something like that, this gun might absolutely beam early on in early wipe. Or, I still, personally, I'll still take something like a Mosin into factory and absolutely just drop and destroy people with that gun because of how effective it is at destroying armor. So that's my choice as far as the 4 SMGs to go with. Then we can look at a little bit of longer AR range, some medium to long range. You'll have the VPO. This shoots .366 caliber, so it's not 7.62 by 3.9. So make sure when you're chambering it and putting the ammo into your magazine that you put the right ammo in, because it won't shoot if you put 7.62 by 3.9. But you can get a really effective gun with that shoots a good amount of punch with the VPO. Skier and Jaeger sell variants of it, so make sure you pick the right one you want to run with. But definitely take a look at the VPO. It's like a budget AK. It shoots single shot, doesn't shoot full auto, unlike the AK. That's the main difference, and its type of caliber. So make sure you're paying attention to the caliber on the top up here as far as what type of bullet you're putting into the ammo or into the magazines. Good news is that these magazines, the 7.62 by 3.9 magazines, are the same ones you'll use for this gun. So that's why I'm making sure that you put the right ammo in those magazines when you're using this gun. The next one would be the OP SKS. So you have two variants of the SKS. You have the OP one, and then you have the standard one. The difference with this one is it has a mount on the side, a dovetail mount, which you can actually place and mount a sight on from proper, and it's a lot more effective because if you notice with these things, their rear sights are really hard to see. So something I recommend is you take off the rear sight. It's a little bit easier to see the picture because they have a heavy butt, so it's very, very thickums. So you'll be able to see a little bit easier if you take off the rear sight. It shoots 7.62 by 3.9, which is a really big bullet. Definitely not as big as a Mosin, but it shoots semi-auto, unlike the Mosin chambering bullets. So I definitely think the OP SKS is definitely one of the better guns early wipe. So definitely take a look as far as what you want to use it for. But in my opinion, it's definitely worth a try. I know a lot of people who've played early wipe have used this gun, and I definitely recommend it for most people. So try it out. These are my recommendations. So if you have any questions on it, let me know down below if you use any other guns early wipe. But these are my favorite ones that you can get by and be effective with. So if you have any questions on these, let me know down below, guys. I can definitely put a build video for you guys, but I know a lot of people early on are just really running stock attachments. Something for the AK-74U that you can do is, I believe it's Skier that sells the front attachment. I'm sorry, let me go to tier 1 here, traders. So he sells the Zenit RK6, and then he sells the AK-74U handguard, so you can put these two bad boys together, and you can get a front grip on your AK-74U with a laser, really simple. So that's something you can maybe look forward to do with the AK-74U, but all these guns are going to be really effective early on, early in that wipe, as far as getting you by and getting some quests completed, guys. So let me know down below as far as what you think about them, and if these guns help you out, make sure you drop that like, because I do want to make sure people get some really effective builds for the early wipe. Well, that about wraps it up, guys. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Appreciate you guys watching and just staying through to the end. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I kind of had to scrap this together just because I wasn't feeling well. So hopefully you guys did enjoy it. And if you did, make sure you drop that like again. It helps the algorithm out, excuse me. And make sure you drop a sub because we're going to have some good upcoming content and stuff like that over the next few days with the patch. Other than that, though, guys, I mean, that about wraps it up. Are you guys excited for 14.0? I am. I'm so excited to get live and get on the game when downtime is up. But we're just going to have to keep our fingers crossed that things are running smoothly at 8 a.m. And that the game isn't so different to the point that it's just not fun anymore, because I'm kind of nervous with this armor patch. But we'll see. Let me know what you guys think about that down below. I won't take any more of your time, guys. Thanks for watching the video. Peace out.